Welcome back, folks. Geminijets DAO with you here today.
Washit 99.
And we have a model airport update for you guys today. We can safely say the airport is 3 times the size as before and has 5 times the amount of aircraft. Oh, no, my bad. 10 times the amount of aircraft as before. Without further ado, let's get started on this model airport update. So here, taxiing onto the runway, or holding short, is a Emirates 777-200 LR, and it's going to be taking off momentarily to head out to Dubai International Airport.
Here we have an AirTran 717. It is pulling onto the runway to take off to go to MCO Orlando.
Here we have an American 747 SP is parked and is basically, what's the word I'm looking for? Stripped of its license to fly, and it is now a monument.
Here we have an Iron Maiden 747-400 and the Book of Souls World Tour livery. It is going to Tulsa for the tour.
Now to the international terminal.
Here we have a British Airways Airbus A380-800. It is loading passengers on board for its flight to Heathrow.
Here we have a Qantas Airbus A330-300 just arriving in from Melbourne International Airport from Australia.
Here we have a United Airlines 747-400. It is loading passengers and cargo on board for its flight to San Francisco. Here we have a British Airways 777-200ER. It is taxiing for takeoff for London Gatwick. Here we have an American Airlines 777-300, or 200 in this case, and the old livery. It is just pushing back, and it's going to be heading to DFW. Here we have an American Airlines Airbus A330. It is going to São Paulo, Brazil. Here we have an Air Canada 787-9. It is going to Toronto. And here we have a Hawaiian Airlines Airbus A330-200. It is going to Honolulu.
And in the background we have a well-constructed parking garage by WestJet and some plastic people and a little highway rolling here with some heavy traffic here at Zephyrhills Airport. Moving on. Here we have a British Airbus A3, nose heavy, not tail heavy, my bad. British Airways A380-8, my bad, is in maintenance currently. It had to stay the night over due to some engine problems, so that substitute A380 at the terminal is taking over its position.
Here we have a China Eastern MD-11. It is loading stuff on board for its flight to Hong Kong.
Here we have a U.S. Airways BAE 146. It is taxiing out and it's going to take its flight down to Miami International.
Here we have a UPS 757-200. It is going to Dayton, Ohio.
Here we have a FedEx DC-10-30F. It is loading up its cargo for tonight's flight out to Memphis. Here we have Alaska 737-700 winglets. It is taxiing, it's about to take off to head out to Seattle-Tacoma International Airport.
Here we have a Delta Airlines 767-300 in retro livery, and it is heading out to Atlanta. Here we have a Qatar Airways 747-8I. It is going to Doha on its takeoff roll.
Here we have a Horizon Q4 or Q8-400. It is taxiing to its parking ramp where it's going to unload its passengers from its flight from Oregon.
Onto our Southwest domestic area. Here is a Southwest Airlines 737-700 in the retro colors with the New Mexico 1 livery. It is pushing back to go to, check the chart, it is heading to Dallas Love. Here we have Southwest Airlines 737-700. It is heading to Tampa. And here we have a Southwest Airlines 737-800. It is going to Houston Hobby. And here we have former U.S. Airways, now American Airlines, Airbus A319 in the Arizona Cardinals livery. It is pushing back for its flight to Phoenix. Here we have an American Airlines 757-200 in the flagship livery. It is just arrived from, let's see. It is just arrived from Dallas-Fort Worth. Here we have a Delta Airlines Airbus A330-200. It just arrived to its gate from Milan, Italy.
And here we have a Delta 757-300 about to push back to head out to Atlanta International Airport. Here we have another 757-300 winglets is just arriving in from John F. Kennedy Airport. And then here we have a Delta 737-700. It is going to head out to Key West.
Here we have a Delta Airlines 737-900 with a signature on the front of it. And it passenger gangway just collapsed, so as to fix that before anyone could load. And it is heading out to Salt Lake City.
Here we have two Austrian airline Airbus A320s. They're in the Star Alliance old livery, and they're about to be transformed over to Frontier Airlines paint job, and they're going to start service for them. Moving over to the regional section. Here we have a 172. It's getting its pre-flight checklists done and stuff, and about to start up to head out to Brooksville. Here we have a Saab 340B. Silver Airways is just arriving in from Fort Lauderdale International Airport.
Here we have a Delta Airlines ERJ 145. Just arrived from Miami. It's about to unload. And behind that, we have a retro American Airlines Fokker 40 America West livery. That is heading out to Pensacola. And here we have a KLM DC-3. That is heading, just arrived from JFK Airport and is heading to the gate.
Here we have a Lufthansa 737-300. It is just about to head out to Frankfurt, TFK.
Here we have a British Airways Hawker City Trident 2E, I believe. It is loading passengers on board for its flight from JFK to London Gatwick.
Here we have United Airways Airbus A320 in a special livery. It is
Stars and Bars livery.
Stars and Bars. It's just about to push back and it's going to head out to O'Hare International. And here's another tail-heavy Airbus back here.
Here we have an Allegiant Airlines Airbus A320. It is loading passengers and stuff on board for its flight to PIE. Here we have an Allegiant MD-80. It is about to push back for its flight to PGD.
And here, hiding behind the big terminal, is a WestJet 767-300 winglets. It's just arriving in from its flight from Halifax.
Toronto.
And that's it for today's airport update, folks. Come and join us once again. Hopefully we'll have even more airplanes and more terminals and more good stuff for you guys. But that's it for today's airport update. Like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think down below. And signing off, this is Geminijets DAL.
And WestJet 99.
Have a good one.